Good morning everyone. This video is for class 4th. Subject is English 2nd and we are going to start with chapter 11. If in any section previous chapters are remaining, that is chapter 10 if it is remaining. So those chapters, when classes will get resumed, teachers will make you complete that chapter. Today we are making a new start, fresh start with chapter 11, that is making a difference. So you all can pause the video and open up your books on page 133, chapter 11. Start. First I am going to give you the explanation of this chapter. So you all can keep a pencil or an highlighter in your hand so that you can underline the difficult words, the words that you find difficult. So the name of the chapter is Making a Difference, means to make a difference. Miti and her brother Mahendra walked home dejectedly. Miti, the story revolves around two kids, you can say, just like you, who are school going kids, and the story is about these two kids. Miti and her brother Mahendra, they both were coming from home, but they were coming dejectedly, means they were not happy. This was unusual because they usually walked home exchanging lively notes on the lessons they had each learned at school that day. Today, when they were returning, they were not doing the things that they used to do usually, like exchanging notes on the lessons that they learned in the school. They used to exchange their note, but today they were dejected, somewhat sad and unhappy. They walked quietly side by side, not saying anything. When a lady walked by with her dog, Miti did not stop to pet it as she would have otherwise done. When they were walking side by side. They were not even saying anything, they were not even talking with each other. A lady walked by their side and she was having a pet dog. So Miti, she used to pet the dog daily when she met her on her way back, but today she did not stop to pet it. When they passed the ice candy man, Mahendra did not run to him, even though he had the money he had earned from washing his father's scooter. So even Mahendra saw the ice candy man. There also he did not stop and he did not run to him, even he was having money with him to purchase it, but then also he did not stop. He earned the money by washing his father's scooter. Their bags seemed heavier today. The road to home seemed longer. They were feeling like their bags were heavy today, although it was not, and the road was seeming to be long. When they got home, their parents were in the kitchen. They had made shikrani and momos for dinner. Even this did not excite Miti and Mahendra. So when they entered the home, parents were inside the kitchen and they had made shikrani. Shikrani is a sweet dish that you see, shikrani. It is a sweet dish. And momos, we all know what are momos. And even this food also did not excite these children, Miti and Mahendra. So coming to the next page, what is the matter? Asked their mother. Have you been quarreling? When they entered, they were both sad, and mother and father noticed this. So mother asked them, what's the matter? Why you are so sad? And have you been both quarreling? Were you fighting with each other? No, Amma, said Mahendra. Mahendra said, no, we were not fighting. Amma, we call mother Amma, and this Amma word is used in Nepalese. Okay? Here. Then mother said, did you have a difficult day at school? Is there anything I can do to help? Asked their father. Then my father said, that was your day at school difficult today? Or is there anything that he can help them? No, Bua, replied Miti. And Mitty replied, "No, Bua. Bua, in Nepalese, father are called by Bua. Unfortunately, there is nothing you can do to help." "That's just it," piped up Mahendra. Mahendra said, we got to know something, some problem, that we cannot help anything to solve it. Something very wrong has happened and there is nothing we can do about it. And Mahendra said, something very wrong is happening and we cannot do anything about it. We are helpless to do anything. "Why don't you tell us about it?" said their mother. So mother said, "You can at least tell us what is the problem." "Today we had a science club meeting to discuss our environment," said Mitty, "and we learned that people are polluting our environment and destroying our beautiful planet. Though we have thought, it seems like too much damage is being done and nothing we do will ever make a difference." So these kids tell their mother that we were thinking all the way how to find a solution of this problem, but it seems like too much damage is being done and whatever they will do, it will not make any difference. So their mother sat quietly for a minute, thinking, "I am glad to see that you are both concerned." Concerned, it means you are both worried, you are thinking about it, you are caring about it, concerned about environment. She said, "And I understand how helpless you must feel when you think about all the damage that has been done." So mother tried to understand what the problem children are facing. So she think out of a solution. So what the solution she gave is, "So let me tell you a story that your grandfather told me." So she started telling a story that she heard from her grandfather. "I don't know where he heard it, but I think that it might help you think about your problem in a different way." So mother started telling the story that she heard from her grandfather. One morning, a man was walking down a beach. The beach was covered with dying starfish. So a story starts with a man who was walking down a beach. Or you all know what is a beach, the coast of a sea, you can say. And that beach was covered with dying starfish. Dying starfish were lying on that beach. The previous night, the tide had been especially strong. So why the starfish were dying over the beach? Because one previous night the tide came over and the tide was quite strong. You know what is tide? Tide, you can say there is a rise or fall in the level of sea due to the gravitational force of moon. Sometimes during a high tide we see that the level of water has been risen, and in a low tide we see that level of water has gone down. So the mother want to say that at night the tide was at high level, so the level of water was high, and along with the water starfish came, and when the tide went below, the starfish lay there only. So thousands of starfish had been washed up on the shore. The fish were washed up too far up for them. Here we are studying here. Up for them to make it back into the water by themselves. Means they have come so far that it was not easy for them to go back into water. The man shook his head as he trudged along, thinking what a shame it was that all of those starships would die on the beach. So that man who was walking along the beach, he started thinking while walking slowly, he was thinking that what it has been done and how it can be solved. So he was feeling very helpless to solve it out. Then just let's open the next page. Then he came upon a boy who was throwing the fish back into the ocean as fast as he could. Then he saw a boy was there and he was throwing the starfish with his hand as fast as he could. The boy was out of breath, means he was breathing very heavily while doing this activity, and it was obvious that he had been at this task for a while, means he was breathing very heavily. So this breathing is showing very clearly that he was doing this from a longer time. Son, the man said, you might as well quit. There are thousands of them. So that man went to that boy and started talking to him. He said, son, you might as well quit. He said, you should stop doing this because there are many in number. There are thousands of them. They are washed up all over the beach as far as you can see. Means till where we are seeing, we can see starfish over there, and it is not possible for us to help in any way that they all can go back into the sea. There is no way you can make any sort of difference. So at last he said that we cannot make any difference, we cannot change anything. And the boy did not even pause in what he was doing. And that boy, he did not even stop for a while what he was doing. He kept bending and throwing. He was doing his task continuously. He was bending and throwing the starfish back into the sea. But as he did, he spoke to the man. While doing this only, he tell the man that I can make a difference to this one and this one and this one. While throwing one he was throwing and said that I am making the difference in this starfish life and this starfish life and this starfish life. And the man thought about what the boy said, and that man started thinking what did the boy said, and he knew that boy was right. He began to help return the animals to their home, smiling at how life's biggest lessons sometimes came from the smallest people. So that man also, he started picking up the starfish with his hand and throwing it into the sea. And that's how he get the biggest lesson from a small people, means from that child. So this was the story that mother told the children. Mitty and Mahendra listened with rapt attention, and Mitty and Mahendra, both the kids, they listened the story with very much interest. The boy did make a difference, didn't he? Asked Mitty excitedly. Then Mitty asked that the boy make a difference. Their mother nodded. So what it means is that even though we can't change everything, we can each make a big difference by doing little things that matter. So mother concluded the story by telling that we cannot make any big change, we cannot change everything, but something we can change. We can change something by doing little things, and little things also matters. I suddenly feel hungry for momos and shikrani, declared Mahendra, smiling broadly. Then, after listening to this story, both Mitty and Mahendra got the idea how they can bring a change to the polluting environment. By doing their little efforts, it will bring some change. That was the conclusion of the story. So, there